Hey guys, this is Henry. Today we're going to learn some math.
And that math is going to be calculating distance. We're talking task 5. My first example I'm going to show you is the help center to the gift shop. And I want to kind of teach this one using the equatio idea. But first I just wanted to kind of have a few things fly in. So again, we're using the help center and we're using the gift shop. And we're going to use the distance formula to calculate this. That's what our first example is going to be. We need to know the ordered pairs. Okay. Um, and the distance formula is this right here. D equals the square root of x2 minus x1 squared plus the difference of y2 minus y1 squared. And we're going to fill those numbers in. Now, the reason I want to actually kind of show you this with Equatio is because I got this formula right from Equatio, so it kind of has everything typed in, and then we can just go through and change these really quick. So I'm going to do that right now. So I go into Equatio, and if I click this more button, and right here is, whoops, is I want to type in the distance formula. And there we go, right here. All right, so it kind of fills it in. Now you can make all this stuff if you want to, uh, by hand, but it is a little quicker to have this kind of preloaded. And then if I'm looking, the X value of the gift shop, if I kind of close this guy really quick, is 13 minus the X value of the help center is 0. So I'm going to fill those two numbers in to here. So 13 minus 0 squared. And then the Y values, I'm just going to tell them to you. You guys will be able to see them when you want to, and yours are going to be different anyway, so I guess it really doesn't matter. The Y value of the gift shop was 8, and this one is 11, negative 11. So that does make a difference. So 8, when you subtract a negative, I'll just put it in for now, minus 11. Okay, so I'm going to insert that math and drag them under here. Okay, and so I have, again, the change in X. So it's kind of like there's a little bit of slope in there, right? So I got the change in X, 13 minus 0, 8 minus negative 11. 8 minus negative is really going to be 8 plus 11. I'm going to kind of skip that step as we go. And then I'm just going to kind of complete this using this. So 13 minus 0 is 13. 8, this is plus 11 is 19. So I'm going to change that. And insert. Boom. Okay. Now I'm going to kind of do the squareds next. And 13 squared is 169. And 19 squared is 361. Should probably check that. All right. And then, oh, actually, we squared those already. So bam, and bam, there we go. I think we should be okay with those. Actually, let's see if I can. Yeah, just in case. There we go. And boom. All right, when I add those two together, I get 530. So let's go back here. 530, and then insert math, and close it, and maybe a little bigger and slide them over. And now I just have to apply the square root to that. And that one, give me a second, is going to be 23.02. So let me go back into here. I've applied the square root, 23.02. Honestly, you'd probably just put 23. It's not that big of a deal. I'll stick with that for now. So insert math. And where did he go? Way up here. Slide him down. And that's just one way to do this with Equatio. Okay, so we're not looking at the map at all. just taking the numbers that we have already created, plugging them into the distance formula. We've been doing this in FIM all year long. Plugging them into the distance formula and getting the distance. So the distance, if we're looking at the map of the, let's see, help center to gift shop. Help center is here, gift shop. Where's the gift shop? Up here. So essentially this distance here is 23.02. Now, let's get into this one. I've kind of worked out so the video doesn't take as long. Now we're going to calculate the distance from the water slide 1 to water slide 2, so from here to here. Okay, and we're actually going to use the Pythagorean theorem because the distance formula really is the Pythagorean theorem. Your change in x is this leg of a right triangle. Your change in y is this leg of a right triangle, and then the Pythagorean theorem is c squared, but essentially what they do in the distance formula is they've square rooted both sides already for the distance formula, and that's why you don't have to do it because the formula is already done for you. So finding that hypotenuse is the c squared. So this distance here, so if you just want to use your map from looks like -12 to 1, that distance is 13, so a squared, 13 squared. And then the vertical distance, the rise is 2, so 2 squared. That's this yellow line. And then that's going to equal the hypotenuse squared coming across here is c squared. This is what we have to solve for. So we're going to do this math, and 13 squared is 169, 2 squared is 4. I'm going to add these two together, and again, these essentially are just the difference, just like in our distance formula. So if you want to use your map to find the distance, that's totally fine. So we get 169 plus 4 is 173. We're going to square root both sides. And when I square root both sides, this square root cancels that squared. So I get C, and then the square root of 173 is about 13.2. So the distance from water slide 2 to water slide 1 is 13.2. So two ways to calculate the distance between 2 points, one using the distance formula, the other using the Pythagorean theorem. Both ways are totally fine, however you guys want to work this out. I hope this video helps, and we'll see you guys next time.